Hey besties, can you imagine living in a world where you are so delusional that years after your husband leaves a bunch of his women that he was with before you, and they leave because he abandoned them, because of his relationship with you, that you would answer a question and say that you don't understand why anyone thinks that you're treated differently than them and why, and you would say that you don't believe that he favors you more than others when Kody has literally said publicly that he does favor you over others, and how you can't at this point in time in your life say, well, of course he favored me, I'm still with him. I mean, you remember Robin Brown. When she joined the family, she told Mary, I can't do this family without you. That's what she said for years. She told Mary that she was hanging on for Mary, that she was staying with the family for Mary, that she was in the family for Mary. She didn't want to be a monogamous wife. She didn't want to be with Kody on her own. That's what she said. So when everyone left and she stayed, that's how we knew she was lying, because it's been, I don't know how many years now. Christine left in 2021, and then Janelle followed in 2022, and Mary followed in early 2023. So it's been over 2 years since the whole family has fallen apart, and 4 for Christine, and she's still with him to this day. Janelle says that Kody became meaner after Robin joined the family, and that Kody is running interference for Robin to protect Robin for what she does, and she says it's because people claim that Robin didn't come into the family to be a polygamist, and that commentary she believes is not true. I think that she wanted to be in a plural family. Do I say that truthfully, but I believe she wanted to be the favorite wife. So there's a difference here. It's like, if you know the world of polygamy, when a new wife comes in and they become a favorite, a lot of the other wives, once the new wife comes in, are like pushed out to pasture because they're not going to bring kids to the kingdom. They're not the new shiny object. They're not the new love toy. And so the other wives are just abandoned. That's too. That happens every day in polygamy. Every day now. Not always the new wife is the favorite wife. That's not always how it goes, but it often can happen. It depends on the connection the two of them have, but sometimes the favorite wife is the first wife, sometimes the favorite wife is the third, sometimes the favorite wife changes based on the circumstances at the time, but it's almost always common there's a favorite wife, and I think that's what Robin wanted. She wanted to be the favorite wife. She wanted to be the legal wife. She wanted to have the control and the power. Or I think she wanted to be the queen bee. So I do agree with Janelle that she didn't want to live polygamy. I just don't think she wanted to live polygamy the way that the family had been living polygamy, which was really not with a favorite wife, even though Mary kind of was until Robin came into the family. But Robin is so delusional about all of this and still refuses to accept the reality, or else she's just flat out protecting Kody, or her narcissism won't let her believe this. But she was confronted about this with Suki and about why they talk about her, and here's what she said. Why do you think it's not the same that Janelle feels that, I don't know why she feels that way, but he shut her down in that clip. Yeah, I think there's a lot of focus on me. I actually get really tired of it, but I wish really badly that they would all focus on their own relationships and work those relationships out without my name coming up, instead of Suki asking the question the way that she did, which allowed Robin to escape accountability. Here she asked her why Kody and Janelle would be fighting about this, and she just says, well, I think there's a lot of focus on me, and I just wish they would keep me out of it, keep my name out of your mouth, which I think we all have moments like that where you don't want someone to be talking about you, and that's fine. But in this case, Suki could have asked, what did you tell Kody that made Janelle so upset here? Did you and Janelle have a conversation that you relayed to Kody, because this is what it sounds like happened is that the wives would have an interaction with Robin and then Robin would get upset with whatever it was that they did, whatever perceived slight occurred to her, and we know that little things could have set her off. Like with Christine, she got mad about how Christine perceived a questionnaire where they did personality tests years ago, and she got mad at Christine for reading the results to her and saying this is the personality type that you have, and she explained that these types of people like drama, which is the accusation is that she would misinterpret something, she would become the victim of it, and then she would perseverate about that, and then she would go to Kody and run to him and say, look, they're being mean to me. And then Kody would blow up at the women and get in the middle of it when he never should have been getting in the middle of anything, and Robin, who said for years that she didn't bring Kody into her relationships with the sister wives and that it would never work, was exposed by Christine and by Janelle and by Mary. Okay, and so what Janelle was doing in that clip was ultimately exposing Robin for interfering in a conversation between her and Kody, which ultimately caused a huge fight between Kody and Janelle, where Kody destroyed and got angry and screamed and yelled at Janelle because of something that happened between Janelle and Robin, that he only heard the side of the story from Robin, and all Janelle was trying to say was Kody is, I don't know how you would know what happened between me and Robin unless Robin told you. Instead of answering that question, he shut her down and said he wasn't going to answer the question and he wasn't going to talk to her about it because it would expose that Robin was talking crap about her, which was ultimately part of the way that Robin was able to pick Kody against all the wives she made him think that every single one of these women was out to get her and that they were bullies and she needed to be saved and protected by him, and she won't take responsibility for it still, and instead just says, keep my name out of your mouth. So you think he's running in interference to protect her? I don't ever remember him being this mean. He never was this mean. I've never seen him be so mean, and so yeah, like all the rewriting of history trying to hurt people, like I feel like it's a smoke screen since Kody Brown asserts that all the commentary about he and Robin is just bad commentary on the internet. I'm going to add my bad commentary since he truthfully believes what I'm adding to the conversation is absolutely irrelevant, whatever, but what I'm hearing, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but what I'm hearing is that Robin's getting Kody riled up, right? And she's making him feel like there's this urgent need that she needs to be protected, and then she's running to him and lying to him about something that happened between her and one of the wives, knowing full well that this will cause Kody to lash out at the women, and so Robin can covertly attack them through Kody does. That makes sense. So instead of Robin having a confrontation directly with them and yelling and screaming at them, she can get Kody riled up to get him angry so that he will then lash out at them to yell and scream, so she's making him do her dirty work, kind of like a puppet master, and I think that's what Janelle is intimating here, is that Kody would get so riled up by what was told to him that was false, and this is very similar to what Garrison said prior to his death, that Robin would hear something, she would then play the victim, and then their dad Kody would get all riled up about it, and then Robin in that victimness would like never let it go, and then she would twist everything and put it back on you like you were the villain, and so then Kody is in a way gas lit by Robin. Robin's able to manipulate Kody to then attack the people that she's mad at for her, and then her hands are clean and it doesn't look like she's done anything wrong, and so that when something does happen like here where she's being confronted about it, she can play dumb because she can say, I don't know what they're talking about. I had nothing to do with that. There was no arguments. Whatever, it's just a way for her to manipulate and control, and it's cunning, honestly. And so what Janelle's saying is that this manipulation of Robin made Kody meaner, made him more angry, made him more retaliatory, made him more defensive, and he was being 100% manipulated by Robin. Robin and Kody have a very, I would say, codependent, in my opinion, a codependent relationship, where they both manipulate the other in very different ways. But with Robin, this enabled her to attack the other women, and it also helped her pit Kody against his wives so that she could do whatever she wanted, and that none of the negative attention was on her. It was always directed somewhere else, and I still believe to this day that that dynamic being gone in this marriage between the two of them is going to ultimately lead to Kody and Robin splitting up, because when there's no other outside factor for her to draw attention to, and he doesn't have the validation that he wants from everyone else, they're going to implode. Eventually, that's my opinion. Robin rewriting history and her manipulation does not extend to just Janelle in this episode. She did this when it came to conversations about Mary and trying to act like she wasn't jealous that Kody and her, got that had that moment. I mean, if she wasn't jealous that Kody was at Mary, she wouldn't have shown up unannounced with a gift from her basement. But regardless, she also needed to rewrite and reframe what happened with Gwendolyn's engagement party, and by the way, Suki's questions to Robin are so softball. She doesn't answer or ask direct questions about why Christine would be upset. She doesn't say to her, well, Christine says the reason why she's upset is because Kody didn't tell them ahead of time he was going to be there. But what she's not saying, Christine, that is that there was never supposed to be cameras at her engagement party. The only reason why cameras showed up is because Kody and Robin showed up the day of filming and of the event. The event was not supposed to be filmed. Gwendolyn has said that publicly before Gwendolyn arrived at her engagement party. She was forced to sign an NDA, and she was angry that this happened because she felt like her dad and Robin showed up for the purpose of silencing her to make her sign an NDA, because she had been talking publicly about her father and Robin on her Patreon. Christine wasn't mad that they showed up. She was mad the way they showed up, the manner that they showed up, the manipulation and the control that they were using. They weren't there for Gwendolyn. They had an ulterior motive, and because they had no notice, it upset Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn was very hurt by this. She said she would never film on the show again after this. She said that, and so when Robin is asked about why Christine would be upset, how she deflected this is insanity. This is kind of how it goes in divorce, though, like, you want them to stay away from everything, and I'm like, yes, sorry. You share kids, you share a life, whether you're doing it in a nice way or not so nice way, how it goes. So you just kind of ripped the band-aid off and you walked in. It's just like, this is how it is. You just have to kind of like deal with the awkwardness of it. Just doesn't go away unless you decide to kind of get more comfortable with each other. Kody didn't go red. I mean, Kody's already red. I mean, like, have you seen his complexion? Suki's question was to Robin. Well, Christine said it adds a layer of complication when Kody and Robin show up for an event, and Robin says, well, it's true, but instead of acknowledging that she and Kody decided to show up late, and they only showed up and decided to come the day of, and they only showed up because of cameras. And even on the show, Christine said on that episode, you guys, Christine said that she felt bad for Gwendolyn, because now Gwendolyn's moment was going to turn into a situation where it becomes all about Kody. The only reason Kody went that day, he had couple reasons here. One, he found out that David was going to be there, and he realized that he could confront David. So going into the event, there was some nerves by everyone that it would be uncomfortable for David and uncomfortable for Kody, and no one knew how Kody was going to act. The second was that Kody was going there to bring drama for the show so that he could meet David for a storyline for his show. So they turned in Wendell's engagement party into Kody's storyline of meeting David. And Christine said she felt bad that Wendell's moment was turned into something that was no longer about her, but was now about Kody meeting David, because Wendell didn't speak in a talking head at all during that episode. Wendellin's moment was completely outshined. We didn't see her open gifts. We didn't hear BIA talk. We didn't hear them talk about their relationship or how excited they were. Honestly, we heard nothing from the two of them. The party turned into a set for a TV show for Kody to meet David and for Christine to see Mary. Christine and Mary seeing each other wasn't that dramatic at all. I guess he hijacked the party for his own selfish purposes, which was truly the heart of the pain that Christine was feeling for her daughter. And secondly, he showed up last minute with cameras, and then Gwendolyn, who didn't want her wedding filmed and really didn't want any part of her relationship with BIA on the show at this point, said she arrived at the event and there was a producer from CTLC at the door, and he forced her to sign a non-disclosure agreement which prohibited her from saying anything, and it also had clauses about, spoilers and harming the show and all of that. And prior to Kody and Robin showing up at Gwendolyn's party, Kody had been trying to bully Christine into getting her children to shut up and stop talking about him online, and he had threatened to bring in attorneys and use TLC to force them to stop talking about him online. He wanted. Peyton revealed this right before this engagement party happened. So basically, Kody calls Christine and he tells her, "Your kids need to shut up or I'm going to get them to be sued by TLC." And Christine and Kody had been fighting about that, so to circumvent that argument, he just then takes an opportunity to show up where Gwendolyn is simply for the purpose of forcing that NDA and turning her engagement party into a set. It had absolutely nothing to do with Christine being unable to accept that she was divorced and that she had to see Kody. It had nothing to do with that. It had to do with what Kody was doing and what Robin was doing. Robin knew full well why she went there. She was there for a scene, for a show, and that was it. Robin to then deflect and make it like Christine can't handle that they're divorced, and it's very cute for Robin to say, well, you're divorced and you have kids and you're going to have kids forever. You got to learn to get along. When she forced her ex-husband to sign over his rights as a parent and ma and had Kody adopt her children, and she alienated and disparaged and caused all kinds of chaos in her ex-husband's life and erased him from their lives for her to now say that Christine needs to be a team player and figure out how to co-parent and act like an adult when Robin couldn't do the same. The extent of Robin's lies and man manipulation will never end, and I'm just glad that finally Janelle called her out. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and please click the bell so you never miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.